If you're doing radiofrequency skin tightening treatments or using RF technology as a component of your 6-in-1 treatment protocols for fat or cellulite reduction, we bet you're frustrated with your conductive gel drying up during your RF treatments. It's a common challenge, one that, when you think about it, makes sense because you need to use a water-based gel with RF. That's what's needed to conduct the electromagnetic waves. And RF energy, well, it produces heat. And you know what happens to water when exposed to heat. It evaporates. It dries up. So it should come as no surprise that you need to keep applying maybe even again and again with your treatments. Now, ultrasound gel is the most widely used conductive gel for RF, but are there any better options? We're going to answer that question today. In this episode, we'll break down radiofrequency technology. We'll discuss the differences between radiofrequency machines, and yes, there are differences. We'll lay out the pros and cons of conductive gels and give you our top 3 RF conductive gel choices. So tune in and decide which RF conductive gel is best for your practice.
You're listening to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast, where you'll learn simple, actionable strategies from real-world, successful body contouring professionals to help you generate more revenue, realize the profits you want, and create the life you desire. Hi, I'm Shannon.
And I'm Kay.
And we're your hosts of the Proven Profits podcast.
Hi there, healthcare professionals, business owners, body contouring technicians, and beauty professionals. Welcome, everyone. Kay here. Shannon and I want to thank you for being here, too. Well, you may or may not know that Shannon and I teach radiofrequency skin tightening in our online body contouring 6-in-1 masterclass, which happens to be the most popular of all of our online certification courses. Now, we support our students post-course too, and as they put their knowledge into practice, a question that so often comes up is, what are the best conductive gel options for radiofrequency? And here's the deal. Our students are not alone. This question comes up all the time with body contouring veterans as well. So in this episode, we're answering that question. We're giving you our top 3 conductive gel options for radiofrequency treatments. First, we'll lay out the foundation with a review of radiofrequency technology. Then we'll explain the differences between different radiofrequency machines, and yes, there are differences. And finally, we'll walk you through the pros and cons of our top 3 RF conductive gel choices, so you can choose what conductive gel is best for your radiofrequency treatments and your body contouring practice. So let's get started. Well, first off, let's lay the foundation and walk through a quick review of radiofrequency technology. How does it work? Radiofrequency technology emits electromagnetic waves to produce heat, and this heat reaches the lower levels of the dermis to stimulate collagen and elastin. And it's this stimulation of collagen and elastin that leads to skin tightening. But did you know that the amount of energy produced by radiofrequency machines varies? Radiofrequency can be delivered at higher frequencies by some machines and at lower frequencies by other machines. The different radiofrequency machines can deliver different frequencies. Machines with lower level frequency Well, they deliver somewhere between 300 kilohertz and 1 megahertz, and machines with higher frequencies deliver between 10 megahertz and 5 gigahertz. What does that mean besides numbers and hertz measurements? Well, it means that radio frequency machines with lower frequencies, we know they tighten skin, right? Well, the difference is machines with higher frequencies also tighten skin. In addition, they reduce fat. And that's because machines that deliver high frequencies of radio frequency actually emit electromagnetic waves that are capable of reaching deeper into the body, beyond the deep dermis, and into the subcutaneous layer. So these machines can deliver dual benefits of tightening the skin and reducing fat cells. So the question is, how do you know if your radio frequency machine delivers radio frequency energy at lower frequencies or at higher frequencies? Well, assuming your machine manual does not tell you or answer that question, a good way to know if your machine delivers lower or higher frequencies is to look at, number one, the conditions to purchase your machine, and number two, the conditions to operate your machines. So lower frequency RF machines are typically machines that anyone can purchase and operate. You can purchase these machines without physician ownership or physician oversight or association. These are your level 3 machines, and they typically are going to be delivering radio frequency at lower frequencies. Now, the higher frequency RF machines are typically the machines that are restricted to purchase by a physician. These machines require at least physician association to purchase and to operate. These are level 1 machines. So most of these machines, if not all, deliver radio frequency at high frequencies. Now, if you are not familiar with the 3 levels of body contouring machines and you'd like to learn more, we do discuss it thoroughly in our Body Contouring Basics blog article, and we did leave a link for you to that in today's show notes. Now, what if your radio frequency machine delivers at lower frequencies? Are you worried that it's going to work? It definitely works, yes, to tighten skin. Though you cannot use your machine to reduce fat, you can use it perfectly for skin tightening reasons. Now, a fitting example is the radio frequency energy that's contained in the 6-in-1 cavitation machine, the very same machine we use to teach radio frequency skin tightening treatments. If you don't know what a 6-in-1 cavitation machine is, here's a quick definition. Cavitation machines are non-invasive body contouring machines that deliver ultrasound or cavitation sound waves energy to destroy fat cells. Now, most cavitation machines come as multi-technology platforms, meaning they come equipped with cavitation technology, of course, plus they also have one or more complementary body contouring technologies. The particular 6-in-1 machine delivers fat cavitation, radio frequency skin tightening, vacuum LED combo, and lipo laser. If you're not familiar with the 6-in-1 machine, you can take a look at the 6-in-1 cavitation machine we recommend for our students who take our course, and we did leave a link to it in today's show notes. Now, let's move on to conductive gels. What is a conductive gel? Well, it's a material in gel, oil, or liquid form that's designed to facilitate the conduction of the energy produced by a particular technology. Just like the electromagnetic waves of radio frequency or the sound waves of cavitation, and to conduct those from the machine to the patient. Is it the same, or how is it different from any other lotion, cream, or gel? Well, a conductive gel is specifically formulated to, 1, facilitate the conduction of energy from machine to patient and to protect the patient's skin from damage that could be caused by the technology's energy. Now take notice of this. You should not overlook the importance of warming your radiofrequency conductive gel, whatever gel you choose. It's something that is all too often overlooked by all body contouring professionals. Do you use conductive gel warmers? You know, the normal temperature of the surface of the skin varies between 92 and 98 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the surface of the skin temperature. Compare that to conductive gel that's sitting at room temperature in your treatment room. Well, that gel is no more than 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Do the math. That's at least 20 degrees cooler than the surface of your patient's skin. And since radiofrequency energy works via heating the dermal layer, you just should make every effort to avoid applying conductive gel to your patient's skin that is cooler than her surface skin temperature, 92 to 98. Remember that range. When you apply gel at room temperature, you have to warm it up, right? So you're taking away valuable treatment time just to warm that gel up to the surface skin temperature. Plus, you know we have to reapply, and reapplication of cool gel in the midst of a treatment cools the surface skin again. So here's the bottom line. Using conductive gel that is too cool affects the efficacy of your treatment and your results. And it's exactly the reason why you should be using a conductive gel warmer regardless of your choice of conductive gel. So we encourage you to take a look at conductive gel warmers if you don't already own and use at least one. We have one that we love. And here's some reasons why we love it. It will deliver spa-grade warmth. You can set it on the range that you want. It's going to give personalized heat control with uniform heat distribution of the gel bottle that you have. It's easy to clean, and the manufacturer guarantees satisfaction and gives you a 1-year manufacturer warranty. So if you want to start looking, start shopping because you're like, yeah, I need to do this, we've left a link to the one we love in today's show notes. It's a good place to start. Also, you'll see in a little bit when we talk about cost that it's more economical to purchase a large size of conductive gel, and it's not going to fit in your conductive gel warmer. So you'll need some empty bottles to transfer from the larger container. And you can get a pack of 3 bottles for under $10. And again, to save you time, we left a link for some bottles that we like, and it's in the show notes. So now we can move on to our top 3 conductive gel recommendations for radiofrequency treatments. The first one is ultrasound gel. The second one is vegetable glycerin. And the third one is a product that's trademarked, and it's called radiofrequency cooling gel. And here's some things all 3 of these options have in common. They're all water-based, and they're all water-soluble. They're all easy to clean, and none of them are going to stain your patient's clothing. Now, listen carefully. We have a little disclaimer about the limits of what we're going to be talking about on the conductive gel options. Students in our radiofrequency course learn the theory, protocols, and techniques of treatments using the 6-in-1 machine, which is a level 3 machine delivering radiofrequency at lower frequencies. Therefore, our episode today focuses on radiofrequency treatments with lower frequencies. And to avoid confusion and confusing you, we're excluding RF slimming creams or gels that might be formulated for those machines that deliver higher frequencies of RF. So now it's time to break down the pros and cons of the top 3 conductive gel options. And we'll examine each gel using the following 4 categories. We're going to look at safety, we're going to look at conductivity and glide, and we're going to look at cost. And finally, we're going to look at compatibility with other technologies. And you may be wondering, why is compatibility with other technologies an important consideration when we're evaluating conductive gel options for just radiofrequency treatments? Well, that's because so many body contouring treatment protocols combine technologies to achieve optimum results. For example, many fat reduction and or cellulite smoothing protocols use cavitation combined with radiofrequency skin tightening. So finding a conductive gel that's both safe and effective for multiple technologies, it's just more efficient. It's also more safe. It's less costly, and it's just preferred if at all possible. So let's get started with ultrasound gel. Ultrasound gel is probably the most widely used, and it is a bacteriostatic, water-based, viscous gel material that's composed of water mostly and propylene glycol. As far as safety goes, ultrasound gels for conduction for various technologies really has a long and established safety record both in the medical field and in the aesthetic practice. Plus, allergies to propylene glycol, well, they're extremely rare, and ultrasound gel generally does not require a patch test prior to using. And because it's water soluble, ultrasound gel is not going to overheat your patient's skin like oils can. What about conductivity and glide? Well, because ultrasound gel is water-based, it's highly conductive to radiofrequency energy. And it's a really good medium for easy gliding. However, a big but here, it dries up quickly and requires frequent reapplication with RF. Now, this reapplication can result in cooling the skin, but it's not a problem if you use a conductive gel warmer like the one we talked about earlier. Now, cost. We recommend that you purchase the 5-liter size, which costs just 17 cents per fluid ounce. And if you want to start taking a look at these products and you want to save time, we did leave a link to a good ultrasound gel in our show notes. Now, what about compatibility with other technologies for ultrasound gel? Well, it gets the green light for cavitation because it is a good conductor for all sound wave frequencies, high, medium, and low. It gets a green light for EMS and a green light for vacuum therapy. So you can use it on protocols involving those treatments as well. Moving on to the second of our top 3 choices, vegetable glycerin. Well, it's a naturally occurring water-based material classified as a humectant, and as a humectant, vegetable glycerin will attract and retain moisture. What about safety? Well, vegetable glycerin, it is and has been widely used in the cosmetic industry and is considered safe. Allergies to vegetable glycerin, they're rare, and so it generally does not require a patch test prior to using it for a treatment. And because it's water soluble, vegetable glycerin will not overheat the skin like oils. What about conductivity and glide? Again, because it's water-based, vegetable glycerin is highly conductive to radiofrequency energy. It is more liquidy than ultrasound gel, and it feels very sticky to the patient when applied, but that starts feeling better as soon as you apply your technology with the applicator. And its softening properties allow for really smooth gliding across the skin. But although vegetable glycerin lasts longer before drying out than ultrasound gel, because it is water-based and you're working with a heat-based energy, you may need to reapply vegetable glycerin during the treatment. Again, that's why we recommend that you use a conductive gel warmer to prevent loss of heat when that reapplication becomes necessary. Now, what about cost? Again, we recommend the large size, the gallon size of vegetable glycerin, which runs about 19 cents per fluid ounce. And again, to save you some time, if you want to start looking at this, we did leave a link to a good vegetable glycerin option in our show notes. Now let's look at compatibility with other technologies. And this is where you're going to see some differences between ultrasound gel and vegetable glycerin. Cavitation, you have a yellow warning sign, because vegetable glycerin is good for cavitation sound waves when they're at low and medium frequency, but it's not good for high frequency sound waves. Now, one study actually showed this. It looked at cavitation sound wave transmission using various conductive materials and found that the glycerin transmitted sound waves really well at low and medium frequency, but did not transmit at high frequencies of cavitation. With EMS, you have the green light with vegetable glycerin. And again, with vacuum therapy, you get a yellow warning sign, because though it's safe to use vegetable glycerin with vacuum therapy, remember how we said it's a sticky, liquidy product? It's maybe a little too sticky to allow for smooth gliding of your vacuum therapy applicator. Now let's move to our number 3, which is a proprietary product, a trademark product called Radiofrequency cooling gel. And you will see so many variations of these available out there. And we think that what we say about this product is probably transferable to all those proprietary products, because they all tend to have a water-based conductive material and also include multiple other ingredients, both active and inactive ingredients. Now, radiofrequency cooling gel is a specialized water-based conductive material with multiple ingredients. It's formulated to assist in the transmission of energy, this particular one for radiofrequency treatments, for microcurrent treatments, and for laser or IPL treatments. And let's take a look at safety. Each of its multiple active ingredients on their own are recognized, and they're not likely to cause an allergic reaction. But due to the fact that there are multiple substances involved, the greater the possibility of a reaction. So a skin patch test prior to initiating treatment and using this as a conductive gel is recommended. Now, what about conductivity and glide? Well, it is conductive for radiofrequency, in addition to microcurrent and laser or IPL. The skin heats up nicely using this product during an RF treatment, and it does glide smoothly and easily. But the heat produced by the RF treatment dries out this gel, and reapplication is necessary, though not to the extent needed with ultrasound gel. Just use a conductive gel warmer and you're fine. Now, what about the cost? as you might guess, these proprietary products like this one, they're the most expensive options. Also, they tend to be available only in small sizes. This one in particular is only available in small sizes, and it runs 94 cents per fluid ounce. Compare that to 17 and 19 cents for our other two options. And like the other gels, we've left a link to this product in our show notes if you want to take a look at it and you're interested in these proprietary gels. You think they're right for your practice. Now let's look at compatibility with other technologies. Again, you're going to see a huge difference in this section from both vegetable glycerin and ultrasound gel. Cavitation, we would say, do not use with cavitation. There are no studies proving safety. The manufacturer makes no claims that the gel works even as a conductor for cavitation. So it's unproven in conductivity, efficacy, and safety with the sound wave energy of cavitation. You get a big yellow warning for EMS. It contains water and glycerin, so it should conduct the EMS energy fine. But we flag it with a yellow because of its safety unknown due to its multiple active and inactive ingredients. For vacuum therapy, it's also a yellow warning sign. The water solubility of the gel is good for vacuum therapy, but there's just no studies to show safety. And all these products have a little different variation of mixtures of similar ingredients and inactive ingredients. So as with EMS, the many active and inactive ingredients that are in these types of proprietary compounds, they just present questions regarding safety as far as we're concerned. So now you heard it, ultrasound gel, vegetable glycerin, and then a proprietary radiofrequency cooling gel, or you might find them under a cavitation gel. There are literally hundreds of them out there, and they're all going to be very similar, but have differences. So finding the right conductive gel options for your radiofrequency treatments, well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge not only for new, but for veteran body contouring providers too. Now, Shannon and I, as med spa business owners, operators with 20 years of experience, and as faculty for the Body Contouring Academy, well, we have applied our expert knowledge and experience to provide you with what we think are the best solutions and the answers that you might have about each of them. We've unveiled our top 3 conductive gel options for radiofrequency treatments: the ultrasound gel, vegetable glycerin, and your proprietary gels like the radiofrequency cooling gel. Now, we've highlighted the pros and cons, and we've evaluated each gel for conductivity, safety, and cost, so we can help you choose the best conductive gel for your particular practice. So now it's time to make a selection from the conductive gel options for radiofrequency treatments and use it to enhance your radiofrequency treatments and optimize your radiofrequency results. And don't forget a conductive gel warmer. Now, if you'd like more in-depth education about radiofrequency and radiofrequency skin tightening, check out our extremely popular online Body Contouring 6-in-1 Masterclass. Remember, we should have a link to that course details in our show notes. We hope you enjoyed learning today, and that's it for today. Until next time, beautiful wishes.
If you enjoyed our podcast, we'd really appreciate it if you take a few minutes to leave us a review. And if you'd like to learn more about our courses and resources, you can get all the scoop by visiting our website, bodycontouringacademy.com. That's bodycontouringacademy.com. Thank you so much for listening. As always, have a great rest of your day. And until next time, beautiful wishes.